Nope. I'm not leaving school this time. It's your future.
Hey guys, listen. We can't listen to the message.
What? Why?
Ah!
The enemy could attack any day now. Can't just leave this place unprotected. Did you come back from the future? That means you don't know exactly when the enemy will attack, right? What's the next enemy attack? Next one is 3 days from now on day 7. Well, what's the big deal for leaving this place empty until then? It's just a matter of going outside the wall of fire and coming back in 3 days, right?
Yeah.
We're technically be complying with what the message says. The corporal wouldn't see a need to fall through with their threat. Next attack will be in 3 days, away with what I remember from last time. But there is no guarantee the enemy will act the same way in this time. Because you may have already changed the course of history by coming back to the past. Is that what you're trying to say? I nodded. There is another thing to consider. Can we really trust our culprit to keep their word and leave the academy alone while we're gone? We're talking about someone who did something this vicious to Sire before we even saw the message. There's no way a person like that was ever going to keep their word. Ergo, this is but a trap. I got no clue what they could be. Who they could be. The only thing I can figure is that the invaders trying to nab the baby in the defense room while we're gone. You said you thought it was a prank. Shut up. These things are different now that Siri's been wrecked. Personally, I think we should just ignore that message. That'll launch the culprit into a slaughter mode, right? Now, that'll be the kind of show up decent pacers and nose to watch. My sad excuse of an existence will surely be the first eliminated. Oh, I'm all out of ideas, of course. Even after the tiniest bacteria is more worth than an atomized speck of fractional dust like me. So if we take a head count, there are 6 of us who want to stay. Takumi, Takamaru, Darumi, Shuma, and the Tsukumo twins. If we're going by majority vote, those who want to remain have already won. Seriously? Are you all out of your minds? Nobody stop me from going out there yourself. Outside the wall of fire? I dare say that's what the culprit is really aiming for. Once they manage to isolate everyone, the real fun begins. Gaku started shaking like a leaf. Alright, fine. Just don't say I didn't warn you. In the end, we decided to ignore the message and remain at the academy. Nobody knew how the culprit would react. Just in case, we decided that everyone would move together as a unit during the day as a safety measure. As we did, the sun soon set and night approached. Yes, that announcement must be pre-recorded, huh? Yes, Siri told me about them earlier. Doesn't happen in the end. Whoever wrote that message was just bluffing. You make up your mind. You want us to take the message seriously or not? Right now, no. Situation's changed. So I'm going back to my room to hit the sack. Oh, well. You just willingly trigger your own death flag? I ain't got time for this. We're in some freaking game or movie. But there's no denying that the person who destroyed C-Ray is still around. Yes, hiding somewhere in the school. Or... it's also possible they're hiding somewhere among us. Everybody abruptly stopped what they were doing after Hiriko's statement. We glanced around, scrutinizing each other nervously. I see how it is. Safer for us all to just sleep in our own rooms then. Well, at least that room's locked, so you don't have to worry about anyone killing him while he's asleep. Hiriko was only mentioning that as a possibility. I refuse to believe the culprit would be one of us. Let's not start suspecting each other. We'd be playing directly into the culprit's hands. I told you they were just bluffing with that message. Whoever's behind us probably gets a kick out of seeing us run around like headless chickens, that's all.
Oh,
that's a serious mangled remains. Syria was targeted because he was a machine. Damaging a metal contract is completely different from killing a flesh and blood person. Are you trying to say the culprit wouldn't harm us because we're human? I'm just guessing, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Anyway, I'm heading back to my room. Let's see what tomorrow morning brings. Takamaru and Darumi left after that, followed by Ima and Kako. As long as we're together. No one can hurt us. They held hands and left the cafeteria together. Good night, everyone. Sorry, my body is poorly formed, so we can't fall asleep without a bed. Tsubasa and Shoma both said they didn't think the culprit could be among us, but as I watched them leave, it occurred to me that they probably had their suspicions. Yuriko, Gaku, and I were the only ones left in the cafeteria. This is ridiculous. Why can't everyone see the best way to stay safe is to stick together? Everyone is already gone, though, except the three of us. If the two of you are working together, I'd probably be assaulted tonight. Are you inviting us too? Of course I'm not. Get your mind out of the gutter. Oh, right. On the other hand, I'd be the one in the hot soup if you two were the ones behind us. But we're not. But I have no way of proving that. I guess going back to our rooms is really the only thing we can do now. Indeed. Casting aspirations on each other won't help us sleep any better. Fine. I'll go too. Really because there's no other choice. I tossed and turned restlessly on my bed. My eyes were closed, but sleep kept evading me. I wrote that message and destroyed Sire. Is the culprit really one of us? There's no way. That means the culprit's still hiding somewhere in the school. He couldn't have escaped outside the wall of fire after destroying Sire and writing the message. Hang on, are we sure the person who wrote the message is the person who destroyed Siri and one and the same? We just automatically assumed so, but there's no indication that they are. If it wasn't the same person, we're actually up against two different people. How do things end up like this? I ruffled my hair violently while curling up in my bed. Midnight was just around the corner. Soon it would be day 5. 12:55 a.m. It hasn't even been an hour since the new day began. A visitor? Not this time. Thinking it might be the culprit. I was unnerved until I realized it would give me a great chance to capture them. Could very well be someone asking for help too. Whoever it was, I had no reason to ignore him. Let's do this. Gathering my wits, I opened the door cautiously. I looked around before stepping out. There was nobody to be seen anywhere. Was it a prank or a hallucination? Just as I turned around to go back into my room, sharp pain exploded in the back of my head, quickly rendering me unconscious. When I came to, I realized I was on my bed, even though I'd lost consciousness outside my room last night. Was that a dream? Was I just half asleep? Touched the back of my neck as those thoughts ran in my mind. A dull, aching pain greeted me. It wasn't a dream. Stepped outside last night and someone jumped me on from above. They'd probably been hiding on the rooftop. They punched or kicked me, I'm not sure which, on the back of my head. But who and why? Was it the person who wrote the message and destroyed Siri? In that case, why am I still alive? They even went out of their way to move me back into my bed. Just then, the door slammed violently open and Tsubasa ran inside. Kumi, it's Gaku. Gaku's... What happened? Let's go to the classroom on the first floor, quickly. Same room we found the message in. I'll go let the others know. Is Gaku dead? I ran downstairs so quickly I thought I might trip and fall. Getting into the classroom was the only thing on my mind. Soon the classroom came within view. I dashed inside and what greeted me was... Oh, gosh.
What is this?
I could hear the others entering the classroom behind me.
No!
What the hell?
Mr. Maruko!
Why? Gaku? Hey, Gaku! Cut it out! This isn't funny at all! Open your eyes, man! Wake up! I said wake up, Gaku!
Doremi kept shaking Gaku's shoulders. He didn't respond. So she started shaking him harder. Yuko slowly put her arm around Doremi and gently pulled her away.
Hey! Why don't we just use the Revive-O-Matic?
Right! If we move Gaku to the infirmary, we can...
It won't work. The Revive-O-Matic can only revive a person who only just died. That's what it says in the manual. Can you define just? It doesn't give a specific number, but definitely not 3 hours.
3 hours?
You can tell by the dry and discolored blood. It's been at least 3 hours since he was killed. And besides, look at the amount of blood he's lost. You know how the Revive-O-Matic works. You need to have cryptoglobin in your body.
But we couldn't just give up without doing anything. We moved Gaku's body to the infirmary and put him in a corpse recovery drone and placed him in a Revive-O-Matic. However... Unfortunately, Kako was right. Revive-O-Matic's analysis monitor was located at the back of the device. We all looked at the information together. Cause of death, hemorrhage shock. Estimated time of death, day 5 between 1 and 4 a.m. Multiple stab wounds on the chest and abdomen. Murder weapon is likely a sharp blade about a foot long. Too much time passed since death. Insufficient cryptoglobin present in body. Impossible to revive. Doesn't something seem off to you guys? Why didn't the course recovery drone do their job earlier? You're right. If the drone had flown to collect Gaku's body the moment he died, this wouldn't have happened. Upon hearing that, Tsubasa sprang into action. She went back to analyze the analysis monitor. After fiddling with the terminal for a while, she took several steps back in shock. This drone itself is working correctly. But someone has overwritten the program that controls it. What? The code is too difficult to hack even for me. But there's no way we can restore the original programming now. New settings says that the drone doesn't activate if SDU member dies outside of a defensive battle. You can't be serious. What would do such a thing? Do you even need to ask? It's obviously the same person who killed Gaku. Silence filled the air. Nobody spoke for a while. And Takamaru mumbled something. It's all my fault. Kept insisting the culprit was bluffing. Gaku wouldn't have died if I'd believed him. I don't know about that. Same thing may have happened even if we had all slept together in the cafeteria last night. Or maybe things would have been worse. What do you mean? I'll explain later. A few hours later, we managed to regain our composure and somewhat started cleaning up the classroom. It just didn't seem right to leave all that blood on the floor. We also made sure to thoroughly check for possible clues that might lead us to a murder while we cleaned. Ultimately, we came to a realization that the killer had left nothing behind. No footprints, no bodily fluids, not even a single strand of hair. Once we were done, we decided to take care of the message as well. Much as that was the cause of everything, the mere sight of it nauseated me. We aimlessly and vigorously scrubbed the message with solvents until it disappeared. Tsubasa and Shoma cried as they worked. Before we knew it, the sun had already set and we were surrounded by darkness. Then we started on our next task, transporting Gaku's dead body from the infirmary to the morgue. Huh? Hey, why are we moving his body here? Shouldn't we be giving him a dignified burial? The corpse is a silent witness who never lies. Burying it would mean losing valuable clues. That reminds me, you mentioned you were trying to become a detective in my previous timeline. Then Ima said he was your brilliant, talented assistant or something. I said that? No, no way. Yes. Now you believe I traveled back in time? I'm not sure. That's not particularly convincing evidence. Am I right to assume you're interested in helping out with the investigation, Kako? Yes. Then share your observations with us, great detective. Who is the most likely suspect in your eyes? Wait, we need to figure things out. Like this step by step. She tapped her fingers on her temple. First of all, Tsubasa was the first person to find the body, right? Yeah, I woke up before the morning announcement, so I went to the classroom on the first floor. I was trying to see if we'd missed any clues that could have pointed us to the identity of the person who wrote the message. And then I found Gaku's body on the floor like that. The question is, why did the killer murder him so brutally? He was stabbed multiple times in the chest and abdomen. If killing him had been the objective, they could have simply aimed directly for the heart. This number of stab wounds usually indicates some sort of powerful personal grudge. It feels more like anger than a grudge to me. The killer is the same person who wrote the message, right? They got angry because we didn't follow their instructions. Or the fella's just trying to make an example out of someone. Thinking they can strike fear in our hearts of killing someone is the most visceral way possible. I think their objective was even simpler than that. Pray tell. To bleed as much cryptoglobin out as possible, so that way we couldn't possibly revive Gaku, even if we found his body right away. I mean, the killer is very familiar with the Special Defense Unit members and how our bodies work. In short, there's a very high probability the killer is one of us. Everyone fell silent at that. But nobody seemed as shaken up as they were yesterday, as if they had already come to the conclusion deep inside. That's why back at the infirmary, I said things would have been worse. If we had all slept together in the cafeteria. Because the killer would have assassinated everyone in their sleep. Yes, after drugging us with sleep medicine or something. That's unthinkable. It's just not possible. One of us here is the killer? The alarm didn't sound, so it means nobody breached the Academy's defenses. Oh, before you bring it up, no, Ito couldn't have done it either. Because, well, he's long dead. She walked over to one of the dead bodies, stood in front of it, and probably pulled out a sheet that was covering it.
See? He's not breathing and has no pulse. It's literally impossible for Ado to be the killer. Unless he somehow turned into a zombie.
Everyone saw what Gaku estimated time of death on a Revive Matic quest. Yes, I believe it was between 1 and 4 a.m. last night. I'm gonna have to ask each and every one of you where you were at the time and what you were doing. Everyone has said they had been sleeping in their rooms, other than Ima. Ima was. I was sleeping in my dear sister's room. Which means only my dear sister and I have valid alibis. The testimony of a sibling is unreliable. Yes, I was expecting you to say that. Wait, none of us have proper alibis? Hang on. No one asked Takumi where he's been yet. Alright, what about you, Takumi? I mean, your answer's probably going to be the same. I hesitated for a moment. Telling the truth would make it seem questionable. And if it came to light that I'd lied this time, then definitely looks suspicious then. So I decided to go ahead and tell everyone what had happened to me last night at around 1 a.m. Huh? Say what? Someone came out of nowhere and knocked you out? And then you woke up to the sound of the morning announcement in your bed? Yes, more or less. Person who knocked me out had to be the killer.
Hi. Why only tell us about this now?
Couldn't find a good time to bring it up. Really? Well, so much time has already passed since we found Gaku's body. Everyone looked at me with suspicion in their eyes, causing my heart to beat faster. I'm telling the truth, please believe me.
You say it, so you say, but...
That time traveling thing is gotta be just a big fat lie. Yeah, you killed Ato for some reason and made up that tall tale in order to justify your actions. No. That would actually explain why Siri Ato was destroyed too. Siri was the only one present when Ato was killed. He was the only one who knew the truth.
And Siri was trying to blackmail Takumi using an incident. Takumi destroyed him in order to silence him.
Hey!
Why would I do that? What about the message? I was the first one to propose we stay in the academy. Besides, there's no reason for me to kill Gaku. Absolutely no reason at all. You're coming at part at the seams. Nobody said anything about you killing Mr. Maruko. You were all looking at me as if you thought I was a killer. Spent hours trying to prove my innocence to the others. There was nothing convincing I could use to clear my name. Maru, Darumi, Shoma, and Tsukumo twins especially were unwilling to give me the benefit of the doubt. Well then, Sister Dearest, let's fall asleep under the same roof again tonight. Like I said before, it's more dangerous for everyone to be sleeping together. Sleeping with the person you trust most is the best way to deal with this. Maru, will you please allow my worm to burrow your room? What are you saying? You're the one person I trust the most. Were you afraid that I may actually be the killer? Don't be stupid, you idiot. I just kill you right back.
It's the same as Mr. Tiriko tonight. You can kill me anytime you please, Mr. Me.
I'm sorry, but you're on your own.
Why?
You may end up killing me for all I know. Besides, I've already been reserved by someone else.
Someone else?
Hiriko's staying with me tonight.
No.
Your only option left is Takumi.
Absolutely not. I'm gonna throw myself into the arms of the serial killer. I have standards on those who will get to kill me, you know.
Everyone retired to their chosen rooms after deciding on sleeping arrangements. I treaded my way back to my own room as well. Just returned to my room when the doorbell rang. The door swung open and walked. Hiriko, Tsubasa, what's the matter? Just so we're clear, this doesn't mean we trust you or anything. What? You came all the way just to tell me that? Let me finish. We don't trust you, but we see no reason to be completely suspicious of you either, unlike the other 5. Okay, that's nice to hear. And if what you're saying is true, then there's going to be an enemy attack in 2 days' time on day 7, right? According to what I've lived through, yeah. When that happens, I intend to fight. It's unlike the other 5 will be willing to follow you. So you're saying there's a high chance they won't join the fight. Even Takaruma and Darumi, who already fought on day 1. Tsubasa is trying to say she's willing to lend you a hand. I can't just sit back while I let you and Hiriko fight the invaders by yourselves. Besides, it's game over for us if we lose. A combat party of 3 isn't going to be strong enough. That's why I'm thinking of calling in reinforcements. From where? You once mentioned second to last defense academy that's being protected by 5 special defense unit members, right? Oh, I get it. You want to bring them here. Okay, so that's how they bring them up. Okay. But how are they going to react to the situation if there's seemingly a killer among us? It was inevitable that we would one day have to go to second to last defense academy anyway. The academy was attacked on day 10, and Moko was killed. I'm pushing it back in my mind because I thought we still had time. Not that we had any spare time to think about going there at all. It makes sense to go over as soon as possible, so I agreed to Hiroko and Tsubasa's plan. Are you both coming with me? Of course. And we set off at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. 6? The campus is quite a distance from here, isn't it? Yeah. We should start early then. We also have to ensure we can make it back before the enemy attack on day 7. That's a good point. That's settled then. We're taking our leave now. Go tell the others about this. Thanks. They nodded and left my room. There's one thing bothering me. Was it really a good idea to leave 5 people behind in an academy with a serial killer on the loose? That said, I really didn't want to reach the second campus before Moko got killed on day 10. Since we needed reinforcements for the next defensive battle, going there tomorrow was indeed the best option we had. It wouldn't make any sense for all of us to go anyway. Leaving just two or three to protect the school alone wouldn't be any better. In fact, it would be worse than just making it easier targets for the killer. I concluded that the safest thing to do was to go there with Hiroko and Tsubasa. I hope we can meet the team from the second academy tomorrow. Kyoshika, Moko, Kurara, Yagamu, and Nozomi. It's possible that seeing them again did nothing to loosen the tight knot in my stomach. After all, a friend had just been killed violently murdered today. Couldn't get the sight of Gaku's mangled body out of my mind. At 6 a.m., I went straight to the entrance hall where Hiroko and Tsubasa were already waiting for me. Shut up, Hiroko. You are 10 seconds late. 10 seconds. A split second of a distraction can prove fatal in battle. You do well to remember that. Yes, ma'am. Mindlessly responded to Hiroko while looking around. I didn't see anyone else. They're not even gonna see us off, huh? I mean, they believe you're a serial killer, you know. That's all I could do about that. How did you break the news to them? I just told them plainly. We said we needed to bring the second team to increase our combat power. And they didn't criticize you for daring to follow a serial killer there? They sure did. Just why I asked them nicely if they'd left the said serial killer behind with them. Suddenly they just let the 3 of us go and become the best thing since sliced bread. Okay. We can chat later. Let's be on our way. We finally arrived.
Oh?
So this is the place. Second Defense Academy. As we got closer, I saw her. Nozomi. My pulse started racing. My breathing got heavier. I felt uncomfortable burning in my chest. Nozomi was alive. She was alive again and right in front of me. So thinking I almost reached out to touch her. But I fought the impulse and pulled it back. Huh? Who are you guys? Words simply failed me. I was still busy being incoherent. Nigo and the others showed up as well. Are you perhaps from Last Defense Academy? How do you know that? Your class armor. Is there something you guys needed? Yes, actually. After moving the conversation to the cafeteria and introducing ourselves, we told everyone what had happened at Last Defense Academy. About the threatening message, serious destruction, all of it. Even about Gaku's murder and me traveling back in time. I also shared everything that had happened in the 100 days I had previously gone through. What greeted me at the end was silence. Ego had stopped moving and had a dazed, distant look in his eyes. Serious destruction must have been too much for him. None of the others from the Second Academy had anything to say either. They all stood frozen, mouths agape in astonishment.
I see. Thanks for the massive info dump, I guess. But I'm still trying to process everything, but I more or less get what you're trying to say.
The long and short of the matter is that Last Defense Academy is currently in quite a bit of a pickle. Am I right to say that? Yeah. Then we have to go there right away. Since this place is just a decoy, there's no need for us to protect it anymore.
The enemy will be attacking the academy tomorrow, right?
Then we must hasten our steps.
Get there by today.
Thank you. We would greatly appreciate the backup.
Nigo, the school bus is available. Hey, Nigo, can you hear me? Oh, yes, yes, the bus is available.
Great. We'll meet in the parking lot after everyone gets ready. Takumi, Hiroko, and Tsubasa. Can you go there first? It's at... Don't worry, I know where it's at. Do you not remember my time travel story? I've been here before. You know. I'm packed and ready to go. Onward to Last Defense Academy. Started walking towards the bus, except for Nigo, who hadn't moved it from his spot at all. As soon as we noticed, we stopped walking.
Something wrong, Nigo?
I cannot go. What?
I've been ordered to guard Second to Last Defense Academy with my life. Therefore, I am unable to abandon it. Ordered by who?
You're a superior officer, the one that got destroyed.
No, this order came from higher-ups on the artificial satellite.
No.
Can't you defy them somehow?
We all tried to talk Nigo out of staying, but he refused and abandoned his post. We have no choice but to leave him behind. But... It's already night and we're running out of time. We have to go now.
It will be fine. Just everyone you see, there's no commanding officer at Last Defense Academy right now. So, if I open a dialogue with the higher ups about this, they may reassign me there. Fine. Hurry up and do that dialogue thing with your superiors and come over as soon as you can, understand?
We'll be waiting for you over there.
Thank you, and be careful.
So we had to part ways with Nigo. After exchanging firm handshakes, we boarded the school bus. We decided to let Tsubasa drive, as she had the most experience with vehicles. And then...
All right, let's go.
She floored the accelerator and the bus peeled off. We made our way towards our base, Last Defense Academy. A short while after setting off, I started a conversation with the 5 members of the Second Academy.
First of all, I'm grateful that you decided to come with us. Am I also right to assume that you believed what I said?
What you said?
About coming back from the future.
It's too much of a coincidence to be made up.
What is more, you possess knowledge about us that we have revealed to none but ourselves.
We believe you only because it makes sense to, not because we want to.
I believe you, Takumi.
Thank you, everyone. You have no idea how glad this makes me. Because nobody in the other academy believes me at all.
Including those 2 over there?
5 of them turned to stare at Hiroko and Tsubasa.
You don't believe him? Can you not see the pureness in his eyes? His very soul itself!
They kept looking at Hiroko and Tsubasa and playing it in undisguised disgust. Two eventually caved under the weight of their collective stares.
Fine. I believe him.
What, you do? I guess I should too then.
Seriously? That's all it took? I held back from speaking my thoughts out loud. The reasoning didn't matter as long as they believed me. It was this. There were now more people who believed me than those who didn't. It made me feel more at ease going through those terrible things yesterday. The bus kept rumbling on. The pleasant swaying sensation made me drowsy and I almost fell asleep. Eventually the sight of the wall of fire slowly came into view through the windshield of the bus.
Mr. Jericho, I'm so glad you're safe and sound. I was so sure the serial killer would be coming back by himself.
Thank goodness you're both okay.
Hey!
What about me? By the way, are those guys with you?
Nameless NPCs? Hello there, my name is Nezumi Kirifuji.
No!
I'm Moko Mijiro's apocalypse made enough destruction.
Kyoshika Magadori at your service.
Bow your heads, peasants. I am Kurara Osatsuki, the great and powerful.
And I'm Yagamu Omokage, teenage assassin, hopeless romantic, and all-around nice guy.
Hey!
They're neither nameless nor NPCs.
Totally trying to assert themselves as main characters.
We should introduce ourselves too.
That's alright. We already heard about you on the bus. That saves us a lot of time. We were waiting for then. What are we waiting for then? It's time to play some games where the losers have to get their nails ripped off for the crabs and giggles.
Ooh, that sounds like my kind of fun.
I'm not playing.
We have a battle coming up tomorrow. Now that introductions are over, we should all rest up then. You guys are really gonna fight together with us?
Yeah, we know it.
Huh.
It is the very reason we have come here. Why would you help us?
Why do you even need to ask? It's because we all have the same ultimate goal in mind.
Ultimate goal? From here on,
we just protect a baby in the defense room until day 100, right?
then the missiles that he's charging up will be launched in all directions. All the invaders will be wiped out, and that'll be the end of world death.
But right before we shoot off an escape pod to join up with the rest of humanity on the artificial satellite.
Or, so we have heard from Sir Takumi.
I see no reason to say no.
We make it through these 100 days and everyone's stories end happily. We're with you all the way. The palpable excitement of the 5 members from the second academy stood in stark contrast to the sullen moods of those in this academy. What's the matter? They're all feeling awkward because they have no intention of joining us for tomorrow's defensive battle. Whereas you guys will be sent into the battlefield as their substitutes, even though you're new here.
What? Why aren't you joining in the fight?
I already explained on the way here that you do not trust Takumi's leadership.
That's the whole time traveling thing.
Yeah, that's just part of it. Gaku's murder played a bigger part Right now, they all think Takumi did it. Excuse me? Sir Takumi is a killer? Of course not. I didn't do it. Sir Takumi has spoken. What is your response? We're gonna discuss this thing to death. There's no proof yet. Proof of what?
Proof of Takumi's innocence.
Apprehending the real perpetrator is the best way to settle this.
I'll believe you if you can do that.
We went back to our rooms soon after the meeting to rest and recharge for tomorrow's defensive battle. As I flopped onto the bed, I found myself whispering under my breath.
Huh?
The real perpetrator. That's right, I had to find and catch the real culprit. That was the only way I could regain the trust of the other 5, and convince them to help with the battles again. It was also the quickest way. Emo was absolutely right. And then there was another good reason. I wanted to avenge Gaku. He'd never be able to rest in peace if we let the perpetrator get away. But how would I figure out who the real culprit was? Unlike Kako, I didn't have a detective bone in my body. I had a lot to think about. However, the trip to the second to last Defense Academy had depleted all my energy. I was swallowed by darkness asleep before I could even think about my options. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so Takamaru, Darumi, Shoma, Kako, and Ima aren't even going to come see us off. They won't be joining us for the battle. Why would they show up? I don't know why they can't at least cheer us for us, right? Go get them, guys. Go fight and risk your lives for us because we don't want to. It doesn't sound like something very moral boosting cheer at all. Anyway, when is the enemy gonna show up? Anytime now. Remember, what I told you in the bus yesterday about the commander's special traits. Yes, Sir Takumi. I have it all memorized. The alarm sounded immediately after he said that.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
They're here. Take the lead, Takumi. Huh? What? You're our leader, aren't you? Don't you have anything to say to your team before we head out into battle? All right. Everyone ready? Ready when you are. The Holy Jumonji sword is always ready. She ravenously longs to spill blood of the wicked. I'm ready. Took a whole bunch of anti-nausea pills, so I should... I made using this my own special formula. Efficiency guaranteed. Loosen up, Tsubasa. You'll be fine. You've got the apocalyptic mania of destruction to look out for you now. Thanks. I trust you. Let's all work together out there. Humanity's counting on us. This isn't just for them, but for ourselves too. We fight for the future. Let's go. Okay, we don't have to actually fight.
We managed to clear out the minions.
Now we shall deal with the commander.
You mean that person over there?
Wait. Who's that?
On the edge of the battlefield watching us fight, there's a figure I didn't recognize.
Is that the commander you guys fought before?
No. That wasn't the one.
Yuko is right. I never saw that person my whole previous 100 days. I knew no idea who they were. But they were not a commander I'd fought before, that's for sure.
Hey, look! There's someone else over there! Is that the one then?
Yes, it is.
That's the commander we faced our first day here. I won't run!
How is it I can understand him?
Little Black Riding Hood over there hasn't done anything, though.
Little Black Riding Hood?
See that black hood they're wearing? Name fits to a T!
Who is that? Why is someone I've never seen before showing up all of a sudden? Did the timeline change?
Hey, Takumi! Stop staring off into space like some plebeian and start acting like a leader, why don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Right! Everyone! Concentrate your attacks on the giant commander over there first!
Little Black Riding Hood can wait.
Understood.
You win.
We did it! We took down the commander!
What about Little Black Riding Hood?
I looked around. A mysterious figure had disappeared at some point during the battle.
Who the heck was that anyway?
Mayhaps a passerby who was on their way to the convenience store?
How does a random passerby simply walk onto a highly secured compound like this?
While on the way to convenience store at that.
More importantly, what should we do about the commander? He's not dead yet.
Tsubasa pointed to where Mervrim was laying on the ground, heavily injured but still breathing.
I think he's trying to say something.
Let me see.
Yagami knelt over to the fallen commander. After a quick, surprisingly thorough examination, he spoke up again.
His vocal cords have been crushed. Someone must have hit him right in the throat.
So, he won't be able to talk then.
That's right.
Even if he could, it's not like we can understand their language.
That's not true. When he first showed up, he told us his name and stuff. Remember?
I am Mervrim, the paragon of order. In the name of order, I will strike you down. That was what I heard.
He was the one who got struck down in the end.
So, back to the topic at hand. What should we do with him?
Why are we even discussing this? We kill him and take his cryptoglobin.
Huh?
To survive to day 100, we must fight and win every single battle that is to come. And for that to happen, we must keep getting stronger.
I am of the same mind.
Take him out, Takumi. Make it quick.
They were all waiting for me to make the call. I earned my resolve and nodded slowly. That night, the 8 of us who had fought in a defensive battle had a small victory party in the cafeteria. We discussed who deserved to be crowned the MVP and who had the coolest looking finishing moves. Everyone talked and laughed pleasantly as we reviewed the battle together. Even though a fellow comrade had been killed just 2 days ago, the adrenaline rush of victory had us in high spirits. And then they showed up. 5 members who hadn't taken part in the battle. Hunger pangs got the better of your suspicions.
Sorry, but we're not in the business of feeding losers here. None of you did anything to contribute to this victory.
Hey!
Oh, come on, don't be like that. It's just food. What's the big deal? We ain't here to poach your food.
Then what are you here for?
Yes, it wouldn't be right to not even say thanks, you know.
Thanks for what? Thank you for saving the Academy and us.
Yes, thank you.
From the bottom of my worthless heart, thank you.
There's no need to be so formal.
I'd rather hear you say you'll help us out in the next battle.
Those are 2 different things.
Yeah!
We still think Mr. Semino stinks to high heaven.
We ain't gonna lift a finger to help until he can prove his innocence. You have to show us some concrete proof he wasn't a killer. Your stance hasn't changed since last night, then. Basically, you want us to find a real murderer.
Yes, that is, if you can find one. Since Takumi favor him up, he's a culprit.
Huh?
Party ended soon after, and we all went back to our rooms. When I did the same, I found someone waiting there for me. Oh, hey, Shion. Hello. It's been a while. Why? No, wait. I get it. You have clues the identity of the real perpetrator who killed Gaku 2 days ago. You're here to share them with me, right? Sadly, that's not what I'm here for. I'm aware that one of your friends, Gaku Maruko, was killed by someone. However, I wasn't there when it happened, so I didn't witness the crime. I'm far from omnipresent. While I'm able to move instantly to any location I have in mind, I don't have full knowledge of everything that goes on in this academy. That's too bad. What are you actually here for, then? To inform you of something. I'll keep it short. I'm not feeling very well right now. Not feeling well? In what sense? Right, you can't tell because I'm in this form. Basically, I'm sick. How'd that happen? There's a particular space known as blood space in this world. It is distinct space filled with cryptoglobin energy. However, a malicious aura from the future has seeped into a certain part of that space. My true form, the baby, has been affected by that aura. You are aware of the baby's body filled with cryptoglobin energy, yes? That is why the malicious aura is also eroding on the baby's body. I'm sorry. What exactly are you trying to say? To put it simply, a source of evil intent from this timeline is invading that baby's body. Well, that leaves me more confused than ever. What should I do? What can I do to help? Can I bring the baby some medicine? Wait, if its malicious aura is causing this, I should bring an exorcist, right? It's the only cure is to solve the case in the future that's causing this. The case in the future? Not what happened to Gaku 2 days ago? I didn't mention this malicious aura is coming from the future, didn't I? Solving a case that produces the aura is the cure to this disease. When it's all settled, the baby's body should make a full recovery. Yes. This also means I won't be able to show myself to you for a while. That's what I wanted to tell you today. So I won't be able to talk to you for a while. Please, don't look so sad. This isn't goodbye forever. It's just... you must solve this future case yourself, Takumi. Then we will be able to see each other again. I'm counting on you. What's that? Ghost Boy disappeared from my sight. A future case.
Hey!
What case, though? Wait, does that mean there's going to be another murder? No, he didn't mention anything about a case being a murder case. I read that it would be about something completely different. Never wanted to see something like that again. Days of accumulated stress and fatigue finally got me, and I ended up sleeping through the morning like a log. When I finally woke up, it was afternoon. In fact, the sun was already sinking in the horizon to the west. That was the exact moment the shrill sound of sirens blasted all around me. The sound immediately dispelled a heavy fog clouding my brain.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Unauthorized personnel detected on school ground. Defense mode initiated. All available troops, prepare for battle immediately.
What? Why now? We just came yesterday. Are they attacking us 2 days in a row? It's only day 8. The next battle should have been on day 17. Timeline was changing for some reason. It was starting to spiral completely out of control. We better get over to the war room. I rushed frantically out of my room. Oh, Takumi. You showed up. Now you show up. Everyone else is already here. Sorry, I came as quickly as I could. Everyone, as in who took part in the battle yesterday, in case you misunderstood.
The frightened 5 won't be showing up today either, I assume. Are you still harping on that?
We must go out and meet the enemy forces immediately, Sir Takumi. Yeah, of course. Let's do this. Initiate defensive battle.
and they've certainly wasted a lot of mine.
I can already feel the nice warm shower waiting for me.
Careful. The battle isn't over yet. Look over there.
Lord, hear me!
Is that Little Black Riding Hood?
Was the convenience store closed?
Went there yesterday, found it closed, and they're now on their way back. Is that the story you've written for them? How far is this store?
Ignore Little Black Riding Hood and focus on dealing with Pakron first.
Got it.
You win.
Well, that was surprisingly easy.
The Holy Jumanji sword has not had her fill.
Holy Jumanji?
The Holy Jumanji sword!
We still have to deal with them.
Izumi pointed to where the figure we dubbed Little Black Riding Hood stood. He began walking toward us with slow deliberation. Then he pulled back their hood, revealing.
The Supreme Commander. It was her all along.
Is that her though? It doesn't make any sense. Why would she be here right now?
Who?
The one who's leading the invader army, remember? I told you guys about her before.
At that, the Supreme Commander brought her head up to her mask.
Among my people, I am known as Veshness, the paragon of hope.
You're vexed about your looks, therefore the mask?
No, I am not.
But you're so much uglier than I am!
Not the best line to spout in this day and age.
More importantly,
how is it you can understand us?
Ah, I see. So you know nothing either. To think I came all this way to scope out the reason behind the change.
What change?
The change that took place several days ago. All of a sudden, my soldiers started gaining immense power. At the same time, we became capable of understanding your language.
we looked at each other in confusion. Kyoko was the only one who spoke up.
Her words confound me, but she would be the chief villain, yes? Should we be able to defeat her, will this war not end immediately?
That's right! We can end this right here and now!
Such interesting creatures. I had intended to stick to the appointed days and let you entertain me. And well, I suppose picking off 2 or 3 right now matters not in the grand scheme of things.
Is that a challenge? If so, you're on!
Vecna slowly started walking toward us, getting closer and closer with each bailing step. Before I could do anything,
Hold your horses!
oh, hi.
Why are you?
I was watching y'all fight from the rooftop. That ignited a spark in me. And before I knew it, I was here.
Without waiting for a reply, Takamaru turned to face Vechness.
Hey! You said your name was Veshness or something? Ain't fair for us all to gang up on you. So how about a one-on-one with me?
Are you stupid or something?
Takamaru, that's not a good idea!
Shut up, marshmallow face!
Marshmallow?
If you insist, you shall be given an express ticket to the River Styx, where I suppose you could apply to serve as a boat rower.
Save that ticket for yourself, bitch! I hope you packed your bikini. Oh, wait! It'd just fall right off your flat chest, huh? It's you or me, Veshnes!
Takamaru hurtled toward Veshnes on his bike. But the very next moment, he's dead, isn't he? Veshnes unleashed a powerful sidekick and sent him flying. She immediately leapt into the air and switched her sword to her other hand, and angled it as the fallen Takamaru as he dropped down. When I next opened my eyes, what I saw was the sky, and what it felt like a searing pain across my back. Or a gurgling sound of cryptoglobin gushing out of my body from a wound.
Takumi? Why did you...
Oh, now I remember. My body had moved before my brain did, and it made its way to where Veshnes would have landed. I had thrown myself over Takamaru to shield him from the blade, and she had pointed at him.
Self-sacrificing acts are such mood dampeners.
You motherfucker!
That strike just confirmed my suspicions. Watching paint dry is going to be more fun than fighting you in your current state. Like kicking a helpless puppy. What is the point of that? I shall grant you the gift of time. Use it well, and gain more power. Perhaps you shall be able to provide more entertainment the next time we meet. Until then... one more thing. I will be taking Pakron's body back with me, lest you desecrate it like you did with Mervram's corpse the other day.
Desecrate?
You absorbed his cryptoglobin. That is an insult of the highest order amongst our people.
This is a very different Veshnes all of a sudden.
Never will I allow it to happen again. Farewell.
What? The sound of Veshnes' footsteps faded away as I heard heavy stomping getting closer as the others ran over to me.
Takumi!
Sir Takumi!
Are you okay? Stay with us.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll be fine.
Takumi?
Takumi!
Takumi!
Skip the day 21. When I came to, Nezumi was right in front of me. It was pitch black. She didn't seem to notice I was awake.
Nozomi.
I called out to her softly. In response, she... Up to her feet was an ear-piercing scream. She scuttled frankly around the room a few times before finally coming to a stop. And then she just stood there in a daze. I watched the entire scene play out before sitting up. Are you sure you should be doing that? What do you mean? Your injuries were so severe that you've been out for 13 days. That means today is day 21. What time is it? Well, it's time for the nighttime announcement to play, I think. What a horrible time to wake up. I doubt I can fall back asleep now. That's what you're worried about? What are you doing here anyway? Nursing you back to health. For 13 days? Oh, we've been taking turns. Just happened to be my turn today. I see. Sorry for the trouble. It's no trouble at all. Wait, I need to go tell everyone you're awake. She dashed out of the room, and immediately after that... She's going to call everyone here? The room's not nearly big enough for that. I had to get up and go meet the others instead. A short while later, everyone else came running over frantically. Takamaru's here. No, not everyone. Only Takamaru and the 8 who joined in the battle on day 8. Takumi. Takumi. Sir Takumi. How are you feeling? As the boss's question, Yugamu marched closer and started pointing and prodding at various parts of my body. Eventually... He's good. All is well.
Hey!
Yo, Takumi's back in business!
You deserve a title belt for this. Nice going.
What a relief. Everyone started loudly expressing how happy they were to see me awake.
We're seriously considering killing you if you didn't wake up for another 3 days.
Huh?
What? The Revivomatic could have brought you back to life in full health? But none of us wanted to be the one to do the deed.
And that's why we waited to see if you would recover by yourself.
I'm glad it worked out. My lips turned upward into a smile. How's everyone else?
I told them you'd woken up, but they didn't want to come visit. Have those people no heart?
Mayhaps they are still of the opinion Sir Takumi is a killer. We got killed after that one incident, right? Has to be because the real culprits found a way outside of the wall of fire. That's one possibility. However, the fact also adds to the case against him. Nobody got killed while Takumi was unconscious, therefore Takumi is the killer. That's very likely what the others are thinking. I can't believe this. But also the killer can't kill because Takumi is out. Because if let's just say that timeline where Takumi was the psychopathic killer is not true in this case. The killer, seeing Takumi out cold, knows they can't kill because Takumi is the #1 suspect for Gaku's murder. If someone gets murdered while Takumi is out, that gives Takumi a full solid alibi. And therefore Takumi is cleared of the kill. I can't believe this. I shook my head helplessly. It didn't matter. I decided I'd just put my mind out for now. More importantly, the thing is, what happened in the 13 days I was out? Were there any enemy attacks?
Only one on day 15. 8 of us fought them off.
Veshna showed up in the battle as well. We blew her to Kingdom Come with the Undying Flame Bomb crafted by Lady Tsubasa. Wow, that's incredible. Being Vestness was just 8. Was it 8 of you? Everyone had a proud smile on their face. Wait, that means Takamaru fought too? Did you even need to ask? You really thought I'd just fold my hands and stay on the sidelines after what you did? So you're no longer suspicious of me? For now, I believe you. Sorry about before, by the way. And thanks for doing that for me on day 8. You seriously saved my life. It's fine.
Also, we need to tell you about Nigo.
What happened to him? It is most unfortunate. Nigo, he's... He's gone. What? Why?
We got worried, so we went to Second Last Defense Academy to check on him. But the school had been completely destroyed, and Nigo's remains were lying in the debris.
We recovered a memory chip with an event log that Tsubasa decrypted for us.
Turns out Nigo self-destructed.
What?
He did it to create a massive explosion and kills the invaders during an attack.
Oh no. I have a suspicion. The loss of Sirei, his superior officer, may have played a part in that decision as well.
Nigo was really attached to that Siri guy after all.
It may have been his plan all along to remain behind and follow him in death.
Nigo was such a nice guy. His loss will be greatly felt.
A heavy suffocating silence filled the air. Though it didn't last long. It was broken by the sound of the usual nighttime announcement. Then a few seconds later.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
Oh boy.
Unauthorized personnel detected on school ground. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
Ah!
I literally just woke up from a coma. They sure know how to pick their timing. This is exactly why you will be sitting out this one. I can't just stuff it. We'll just be fighting hard enough to make up for you. Stay snug in bed, convalence. No, I'm fighting too. Why are you being so stubborn?
Hey!
Because I'm the leader of the special defense unit. Come on, to the war room. Takumi's like, no, I am fighting. I immediately started running. Wait, Takumi. Oh, for goodness sake. Everyone's here. Let's do this. Special defense unit, move out.
Has your lust for blood and battle been satisfied, my holy Jumanji sword?
No! I need a lot more than this! Give me more blood! More! Huh! I didn't know the holy Jumanji sword talked like that. I'm more concerned about where the commander is!
They couldn't have only sent those minions. The commander must be lurking somewhere.
Oh. Ava.
Oh my! What is all the smoke?
Smoke? Or maybe poison gas?
It's just mist, guys. M-I-S-T.
Fine water droplets floating in the air that's harmless to the human body.
Wait, I remember this mist. The person hiding behind it should be...
Yay! The mist is gone! I can see everything clearly now.
Look over there!
Is that...
Yes! That's the commander for this battle!
Here we go!
You win.
Whew! Victory is ours this time.
That was a tricky enemy!
What are we gonna do with her?
Everyone turn to look at the commander.
Please, don't kill me. My name is Ava, the paragon of nature.
Ava?
I don't know why. I felt like I had heard that name before.
Please, spare me, for the love of God.
She put her hand to her mask. And a swift movement took it off.
The same as Veshnas.
She looks just like a human.
No need to pay her appearance any mind.
What? Why?
Because she is to be executed.
No. Spare me. Please don't kill me. I'll be useful. I can give you lots of intel. I'll give you anything. Just please, spare me.
So the lady insists. Any thoughts?
A dramatic bluff if I have ever seen one. Any intel she provides is bound to be full of fabrications.
No, I would never. I only speak the truth.
I think we should kill her too.
Why?
Surely you understand why we would hesitate to trust the words of the enemy.
You'll say something sweet to suck up to us, and then turn around and betray us the first chance you get.
You're all being so awful. Why won't anyone believe me?
Ava kept pleading with us, her face filled with woeful expression. Hiroko glanced at her scornfully before speaking up again.
Takumi, you're the leader, so you decide.
Everyone turned to look at me, waiting for my reply. At the moment, I could suddenly feel extra eyes on me. Trace the source of the sensation back to the rooftop, where I could see the 4 other members, Darumi, Shoma, Ima, and Kako. Killing even now would make them even more wary of me. After all, their suspicion of me were rooted in the fact that I had killed Ado. If I did the same thing now, that would undoubtedly cement the image of me as a heartless killer in their minds. I want to avoid giving them that impression. No, to be honest, even if those 4 hadn't been watching.
Please, I beg of you, don't kill me.
Could never kill someone so earnestly pleading for her life. Just wasn't right. I felt ashamed for even allowing myself to consider deciding the fate of another person through calculating what benefit would me most. I looked her in the eyes of everyone present and said,
Let Ava live. We'll imprison her here and interrogate her later.
You gotta be shitting me.
You truly believe that to be the best path?
Yes.
I think you will regret this.
I won't. Because I'll hold myself fully responsible for making it work.
Very well. Our leader has spoken.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Leader, your name is Takumi, if I remember correctly. I can't thank you enough for this. From the bottom of my heart.
remember correctly. She was choking on her words and bawling her eyes out. The next instant, intense pain spread through my back, forcing myself to join the battle when I hadn't fully healed reopened the wound. Sharp pain shot up my spine. Crumpled to the ground, unable to exert any strength at all. A hazy veil hung over my mind, blocking me from making out what the others around me were saying. I slowly slipped into sweet, silent serenity. I woke up to a familiar sight of Nozomi sitting right in front of me. This time, she noticed right away that I was awake and leapt to her feet with an ear-piercing scream. She scuttled frantically around the room even longer than last time before finally coming to so good grief, Nozomi. Then she just stood there in a daze. Watched the entire scene play out before sitting up. Why are you so surprised? Didn't the exact same thing happen to us before?
But you were out for 13 days the last time. It's only been a little more than 2 days this time. Can you blame me?
That means today is...
Day 24.
What time? Well, I guess I need to ask. Don't need to ask. The morning announcement just played. Zumi nodded.
Are you feeling better?
I'm fine.
Stop putting on an act, okay? Remember what happened during the last defensive battle?
I do. As long as I don't force myself to fight like that day, I'll be fine, see?
Really?
Yeah. Despite my confident reply, Nozomi still seemed unconvinced. By the way, what happened to Ava after I passed out?
Well, she refused to tell us anything.
What? She promised to give us intel if we spared her life.
We reminded her about that promise, and well, then she said, I'm not going to tell you anything because the offer to share the intel was made to Takumi, your team leader, not you. And that's why she's refusing to say anything until you can go talk to her, I guess.
Dang it. What's she trying to pull?
Well, I guess we go talk to her, Takumi.
Zumi and I headed to the cafeteria together where the other 7 who had fought the battle 3 days ago were gathered. When they saw me, there was a lot of shouting and squealing and cheering and happy noises as they congratulated me on my recovery. Although it felt a little more subdued than the reactions 3 days ago. Then again, I did wake up from a 13-day coma that time. Still, the celebration went on for quite a while. After I ate my meal, liquids only for now, in a long while, I've been surrounded by warm and welcoming voices. I went back to my room for a break. Now then, there was really no question on what I was going to do next. I had to find out who Gaku's real killer is. And I believed the real killer was one of us. I mean, I had to find a way to prove that the killer was someone from outside the school. In any case, I could prove my innocence. If I could prove my innocence, I could regain the trust of the four holdouts. Then they would join future battles. Guess I should start investigating. Decided it was time to pay everyone a visit and ask questions. Takumi, you've gained consciousness. Yeah, well, battling you was what caused me to faint in the first place. Sorry about that. You're really actually apologizing to me. Why wouldn't I? You saved my life. I heard you were really standoffish to the others. That wasn't my intention. I merely said I wouldn't be sharing any information if Takumi wasn't here. It was pointless asking Ava for information about Gaku's murder case, so I asked her for information about the enemies instead. I'm here now. Tell me everything useful you know. Useful? Yeah, I'd like to know the enemy's HQ location, invader types, number of troops, your war strategy. At that, Ava's face suddenly clouded over. I'm sorry, I'm feeling a little unwell. Feeling illness now. Give me a break. I'm not fainting. It's true. That wasn't what you promised. I came along like you asked, okay? Alone? Don't look like there's anyone else with me. No, that's not what I was wondering about. I never asked you to come alone. All I said was I would talk once Takumi was here. What do you mean? Whatever it is, I do not think I'm able to talk. Please leave me for now. It was clearly feigning illness. There was nothing I could do to make her talk. Her prison cell was locked. I won't be able to go inside without a key. It's not like I can force her to spit out information even if I wanted to.
Hey!
This is ridiculous. The person kicked a pebble through as it left the courtyard. You're going Igamu. What are you guys doing here? Nothing questionable. I just feel calmer next to dead bodies. That is extremely questionable if you ask me. I do not know why, but I found myself wanting to come in here. Normal people find themselves wanting to come to a morgue. It's a lot less questionable than coming to a morgue to feel calmer next to dead bodies. Even I can agree with that. Yugama put his hands over his mouth and giggled. What about you? I told him I was investigating Gaku's murder case. I see, so you're here to re-examine the corpse? I doubt there's anything new to discover. Yeah, but it wouldn't hurt. So I started investigating Gaku's dead body again. I didn't make any new discoveries like Hiroko said. What was the cause of death? What was the cause of death? A hemorrhagic shock. How about the murder weapon? A foot-long blade. The shape of the wound seemed to indicate a kitchen knife of some sorts. Have you found the knife? Not yet. Wait a minute. Why is Yugama suddenly acting all detective-like? I'm just curious. Don't mind me. Let me see. You already told us the estimated time of death when we were at second to last Defense Academy. Yes, between 1 and 4 a.m. on day 5. Before you ask, I was sleeping in my room at that time. What about you, Yagamu? What? What were you doing between night 4 and the night of day 4 and day 5? Is that relevant to the case? I'm just trying to cover all the bases. Please. Needless to say, I was in my room at Last Defense Academy during that period of time. Or perhaps I should say, I was in dreamland, for I was sleeping like the dead. Right. Why do you ask? Because... Are you hesitating to say it out loud? Then I will do so on your behalf. Because you're an assassin, Yagamu. Yes. Yes. That certainly is a reason to be suspicious. However, I am much charging. I do not revel in meaningless murder. Indiscriminately killing goes against my personal code. There is always a possibility that Gaku was killed. Gaku was someone special to you. Impossible. I've never met this Gaku person when he was alive. Of course, I have no evidence to back up that statement. All I can do is plead you believe my words. I trust you. I didn't hesitate to answer because I had seen Gamu and Gaku's relationship in a previous timeline. There was no way they had just met each other before this. His statement about not killing meaninglessly was quite possibly true as well. In the previous timeline, Gamu never killed any of his allies, and never showed any indication that he wanted to. Oh, he did show indication of wanting to kill us. Your trust in me is heartening. He smiled like a little as he said that. Well, I guess I'm done here then. Thanks for listening to me. Just thinking them, I turned around and left. Tsubasa, what are you doing here? Tsubasa I get, but Takamaru, what are you doing here? Because she said she found something cool, duh. What is it? There's a box of junk inside the garage. I rummaged through it and found this. What's that? It's a voice changer. See that patch thing on the tip of the cable? You stick it to your throat and you can use it to freely change your voice to anything you like. You can go higher, lower, smoother, or smooth as butter. Also, if you have a sample voice recording that's long enough, you can make yourself talk with that voice too. Isn't it cool? Sure. What is it even doing here? I wouldn't know. Maybe you ever used this place last left it behind. Who would that be? How the heck would I know? What are you doing here, Takumi? Oh, right. Told him why I was there. Investigating Gaku's murder, huh? I think you're looking in the wrong place. We don't have anything new to share. We're all fast asleep in our rooms when he died. Could have possibly seen or heard anything, or anyone was suspicious. Any personal guesses? Like, do you know if anyone had a grudge against Gaku? They turned and looked at each other. Takumi? Are you thinking one of us is the killer? No, that's not it. I already told you. Culprit is an outsider who's already escaped outside the wall of fire after killing Gaku. Yeah, that's what I think too. I don't want to be suspicious of anyone anymore. Ain't gonna make that mistake again. He was probably referring to a time when he suspected I was the killer. Okay, thanks for sharing your thoughts with me. After saying that, I turned to leave. Kurara and Kyoshika, what are you two doing here?
So, this is where the Gaku person was killed?
It weighed on our minds, so we came.
Everyone here is such a dimwit that it's highly likely that they missed vital pieces of evidence or two.
So you're here for the same reason I am. Are you investigating the case as well, Sir Takumi? Yeah. You want to help out since you're already here? I want to re-examine the scene of the crime. We searched the room together but found nothing of note.
Did you investigate the place immediately after the murder took place?
Yeah, before we cleaned Gaku's blood off the floor. But we didn't find any clues that would bring us closer to the identity of the killer either. How about the murder weapon? Despite our best efforts, we haven't found it yet. It's not in his classroom or anywhere else on school grounds.
What about the threatening note scribbled on a digital blackboard?
Was it erased? Yeah, it made us uneasy, so...
That was the stupidest thing you could do.
We could have used the handwriting to pinpoint the killer. And they weren't wrong. By the way, there's something I need to ask you. I asked them what they were doing between the night of day 4 and morning of day 5.
Well, are you suspicious of us?
Not really. It's just... I was sleeping in my room at Second List Defense Academy, of course. As was I, in my own room, that is. I cannot believe we're on your list of suspects. Look at me. I'm the very epitome of innocence. Hey, what's this that look? I mean, have you seen yourself? More like the epitome of I've got something to hide. You're not talking about my mask, right? Are you telling me to take it off? No, absolutely not. The mask stays on no matter what anybody... Right before she finished her sentence, Kyo just dashed her mask away, revealing Karara's face. She held the mask up high before throwing it into the ceiling catwalk. My mask! Where's my mask? My God, my mask! Where do you hide it? Karara kept looking around in a panic. It didn't seem like she noticed Kyo had thrown the mask away. That didn't really matter. What did really matter was her exposed face. It's Karara. What? Oh no. I was just thinking how you looked the same in the other timeline, too. Why would I look different? This is my face I was born with. I know what you're trying to say. This face is too cute to be natural, right? I swear I didn't do anything to it. Who cares about that? Where's my mask? I feel naked without it. Don't look at me. I believe I just saw Sir Takumi taking your mask somewhere. Boy, give me my mask back, Takamaru. She dashed out of the classroom, shrieking away. My, her actions are adorable as she looks. We ought to let her run around like that for a while. She had disappeared after saying that. Now alone in the classroom, I doubted I'd learn anything new by sticking around. I guess I should go too. Hi, losers. What are you guys doing here? And my question, the four of them tensed up and looked at each other. Nothing in particular. We're just bored, that's all. There's a lot of things we can use to relive our boredom here. After hearing their reply, I informed them that I was investigating Gaku's murder case. They were taken aback. Are you out of your mind? Gaku was killed in the early morning on day 5. Almost 20 days have passed since then. Why now? Because you guys said you wouldn't trust me until I sniffed out the real culprit, remember? Does that mean you're suspicious of us? I didn't say that. It's actually much better if I can prove beyond a shadow of doubt that we're all innocent. The more people we can confirm are innocent, the sooner we can prove the killer has never been one of us to begin with, right? I see your point, but I'm afraid it will be difficult to accomplish. Why? Nobody from Group 1 has a verifiable alibi. Oh, Group 1 has the original members of the Last Defense Academy Special Defense Unit. Whereas Group 2 refers to the 5 members of Second to Last Defense Academy. Wait, Sister Dearest, but you and I have our glad alibis. Because we were sleeping together in the same room? That doesn't hold any water from an objective point of view. It's just as Hirosko said. The testimony of a sibling doesn't count. Miss Amamiya, you're just trustful for us too. Yeah, you said that. You're jumping the gun here. What if we looked at possible motives? Motives? Like, is there anyone among you that had something against Gaku? Takumi, are you really expecting someone to just say yes to a question like that? Besides, as Mr. Ginzaki mentioned just now, Mr. Maruko was killed in early morning on day 5. At that point, we known each other for 4 days, hardly enough time to develop a deep grudge, just enough to stab someone like that many times over. And that's the truth. Yeah, I guess. That's why I believe there's no point in trying to solve this case by looking at motives. The murder was carried out by a lunatic. It's the only way for it to make any sense. Which means this prime suspect would be... the craziest lunatic of all of us. The man, the myth, the meme, the himself, Takumi.
Hey!
Why me? Because you killed Mr. Aosuki so easily, just like that. without any proof.
Ah!
How many times do I have to explain? You betrayed us in another future. That's why. Why do you say that? Would you say that to the police? Would it even hold up in a court of law?
Huh.
I killed him to stop him from carrying out a crime in the future. Does that sound like a good defense to you? Fair point. It was the same old argument. It wasn't worth repeating, so I didn't bother continuing. Simply sighed, shook my head, and left.
Huh?
Hey guys, what are you doing here? Listening to the calming sound of running water. And trying to make ourselves more as comfortable as possible.
Ah.
Comfortable, huh? What about you?
Ah.
Oh, actually. Told him I was investigating Gaku's murder case. Well, that's got nothing to do with us then, right? The Marco kid was killed between 1 and 4 a.m. on day 5.
Hey!
Both of us were at number 2 that day. Just in case, number 2 is in second to last Defense Academy. The whole thing's too long to keep repeating, so I shortened it. We've also taken a call in this place number 1. Although its official name is Last Defense Academy, shortening it to the last sounded strange, so we settled on number 1 instead. Got it. Thanks for explaining. Hey, are you suspecting us? Of course not. Actually, it's completely impossible for one of us and number 2 to have done it. What? Any of us could have used the school bus to travel to and from here overnight. Now that you mention it. Bedtime was 11 p.m. Someone could have set off at midnight, even after everyone else had fallen asleep, and pushed the bus to its limits. It would have been taking 3 hours to get here. Putting their time of arrival around 3 a.m. They took only 30 minutes to finish the job. They could have left number 1 by 3:30 a.m. and returned to number 2 at around 6:30 a.m. and returned to number 1 at 6:30 just before the morning announcement at 7 a.m. Also, someone from number 2 coming here wouldn't have triggered the wildfire's intruder alert. And that's true. Wait, you're telling me this is as a member of number 2 yourselves? Oh, sorry for shooting at off my mouth like that. It's just, the incident doesn't quite feel as real to me as I've never met the victim. Just in case, I asked them what they were doing between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. As I expected, their answers were the same. I was sleeping like a log in my room. Me too. Finished talking with everyone. Sadly, I didn't manage to unearth anything new. Well, nobody at number 1 had an alibi. They didn't have a motive either. Nothing changed about this. The five new members from number 2. I realized one of them could have been a culprit. He could have taken a school bus from number 1 to number 2 overnight. It could also enter without triggering the alarm. All the investigation had done was throw more names into the suspect list. The murder weapon was still missing, and the killer left no trace at the scene of the crime. In short, there are 0 clues to go on. How do we even continue an investigation like this? I sighed and collapsed into bed. Your carefree voice faded away in the darkness, only to be slowly taken over by a cold silence. In that silence, I found myself heading to a certain place. The courtyard. Where Ava was being held. I went closer to a cage and stopped just in front of it. Takumi, is something wrong? You look very tired. I'm not. You're just imagining things. Well then, why are you here? When Shoma was bringing food to me, he told me about Kaku. He also shared a lot of other things with me. I'm aware of your current predicament. You mustn't lie to yourself, Takumi.
Huh?
What? Truth is, you think the killer's among the 12 of you, right? No, I don't. Please, you can be honest with me. I won't tell anyone. I'm the only one you can remove as a suspect because I only arrived here 3 days ago. It's literally impossible for me to have killed Gaku. If I'd managed to slip in somehow without triggering the alarm, I wouldn't have stopped at Gaku. In short, I'm the only person in this school you can trust right now. You come here because deep inside, you know that too. Am I wrong? You may be right. Words spell out of my mouth before I could stop myself. Couldn't be sure I had meant what I said. You and I are the same, Takumi. I don't trust my allies either. Especially not Veshnes. Why is that? The battle 3 days ago was supposed to send reinforcements for me. But they never came. She was using me as bait. Bait? She nodded and continued talking. She should have seen me be caught from where she was located. But she didn't do anything, because that was her plan all along. Wait a minute. I thought Veshnes was dead. That is what everyone seems to believe. But is it really true? I am of the opinion she's still alive somewhere out there. Takumi, here's the straight truth. There's a bomb inside my body. The detonator is on a joint of my left hand, pinky finger. Moving it in a particular motion triggers an explosion. Anyone standing within a 25-yard radius at the time will be blown to smithereens. Ugh. Please relax. I don't intend on going through with it. If I did, I would have done it a long time ago. Anyway, Veshnes ordered me to do this. If you get caught, blow yourself up in front of everyone in the Special Defense Unit. I was not to humiliate myself by becoming a prisoner of war. But you didn't do it. My orders were to detonate in front of everyone. I was to blow up every single member of the Special Defense Unit. I didn't detonate the bomb when you apprehended me, because the 4 members were also on the rooftop. I get it now. That's why you wouldn't offer any intel until I came. But you came alone, which defeated the purpose of the request. You were all supposed to come together. That's what Veshnes' plan, huh? Yes, to allow you to capture me before detonating, taking out everyone in one fell swoop. That's why she didn't send reinforcements. Ava clenched her jaw and lowered her head. Her eyes were brimming with tears. Okay, I understand the situation better now. But why are you sharing this top-secret plan with me? I wasn't lying when I said I was feeling unwell this afternoon. It was bothering me that much. I had to choose between lying to you and eventually killing everyone here, or telling you the truth and joining your side. The weight of that decision has made me feel so ill. But again, you decided to side with me. Yes, because I could never betray someone who saved my life. One more thing. Your eyes, when I look into them, I sense something familiar. Something familiar. Solitude. It dwells within you. Those lonely eyes were what drew my heart to you. Her words weighed heavily on me. Felt like something I was trying to desperately keep hidden had been forcefully exposed. Yet, instead of panicking, I felt a sense of relief deep inside. It may have been unknowingly put a barrier between myself and the others because of my suspicion. It really felt like Ava was the only one I could open up to, because she was the only one I could say with absolute certainty didn't kill Gaku. By the way, aren't you going to ask me about our army? Nah, I'm not in the mood right now. Probably wouldn't remember anything anyway. Then may I ask for a favor? Go on. Please, return my mask to me. Your mask? The mask I was wearing on the battlefield. My people highly value our masks, because they're them part of us. Besides, I feel exposed. Fine. Your mask, right? Yes. Thank you so much. I had mixed feelings about our conversation. Chaotic mix of a slight relief and intense guilt and great confusion.
Hey!
With a loud cry, I jumped into bed, resigning myself to a sleepless night ahead. After waking up to the unusual morning announcement, I walked out of my room straight into Tsubasa. Morning, Takumi. Heading to breakfast? Yeah. Hey, can I ask you something? What is it?
Huh?
Do you know what happened to Ava's mask? Ava's mask? Yeah, the thing she was wearing on the battlefield before she revealed her true face. What's that? It's being kept somewhere in a garage. Great, thanks. I'll go grab it later. Immediately after saying that, the door to Estelle flung open, and Kyoshika came charging over. She quickly ran over to us with a strained look on her face and said,
Huh?
Something disturbing has been discovered in the classroom on the first floor.
Huh?
Something? Disturbing? You must come immediately. Everyone else is already on their way. Don't tell me there's another body. Well, Tsubasa and Kyoshika to the classroom on the first floor, dashing inside upon our arrival. This one's Darumi for sure, right? What? No way. Not again. It's a repeat of day 4. Somebody had used red spray paint to write over something on the digital blackboard again. Different was the content of the text. This time it said, "Let's play a killing game." Who found it first? 'Twas I. Upon discovering the foul scene, I immediately sent off to inform everyone of it. What were you doing in the first place? Yes, well, I'd wished to retrieve Lady Kurawa's mask before breakfast. It had been left on the ceiling catwalk since you flung it up there yesterday? Kyoshika, you shall pay for this later. Kurawa's already wearing her mask again. She must have retrieved it before the rest of us came running in. Who could write something like this? Isn't it obvious? Same jerk that wrote the last threat. The same one who killed Gaku. Are you sure? The handwriting seems a little different. My dear sisters, sharp perception pierces through everything. So someone else wrote this. Ooh. Wait, could it be Ava? No, I don't think that's possible. We delivered a breakfast to her just now. Her gate was probably locked. Who has the key? I do. It's the only copy in existence. Also, this is a special IC chip embedded inside me. It makes it impossible to duplicate. You can think about the author later. I'm more curious what this killing game is supposed to refer to. I tried a killing game. It's so hard to understand. It's a game where we kill or be killed. It still doesn't make any sense. Who plays? What are the rules? Where? How? When? Why? Suddenly, Shoma raised his voice. Everybody, look, there's something on the teacher's desk. Oh, this looks like a tape recorder. Someone used that voice changer device to make a message, didn't they? Guess we should listen to it. Press play, and an eerie sounding voice came onto the recorder.
The game has officially begun. Like the blackboard says, let's all play a killing game together. The name of this game is The Invader Hunt.
The message continued. Anyone willing to participate should gather in the leisure lounge at 7 p.m. All those who refuse to join will be eliminated. That's all. With those eerie words, the voice stopped. Silence prevailed. You could hear a pin drop. We were all frowned, although nobody said anything. The last note hadn't been a prank. Tsuru was destroyed and Gaku was murdered. This note could have been written by the same person. These last words especially kept echoing loudly in my mind. All who refuse to join the game will be eliminated. By the way, Kako, You mentioned something about the handwriting of this message being different from the last. Maybe the culprit deliberately changed it so we could keep that impossibility in mind.
Too soon to be jumping to conclusions. About two different culprits and memos are the same. Gaku's murder was on the move again?
Basically, this could be from the same person who killed Gaku. So, we might be able to find their true identity by joining the game. But that option came with major risks. The monster who destroyed Siri and slaughtered Gaku behind it, after all. Join the game despite the risks, or try to keep everyone safe as possible. We had until 7 p.m. to decide what to do, but it seemed prudent to delay our decision until the last minute. We had to stay united, all of us. For that to happen, I had to clearly express my opinion on the matter first, as team leader. What was the best option? Should we join the game or ignore it completely? So I long and hard about what to say, and I made my decision. Oh, boy.
Nah. No.
Guys, here's what I think. I'm not going to join this invader hunt thing.
Right, of course not. A rational decision. I hope you all can follow my lead in this. I know I will. There's nothing to be afraid of if we all reject it together.
Hey, I don't think you're having one just yet. What do you mean, you're joining? Of course. I'll never get a chance to live my fantasies like this again. The name Invader Hunt makes it sound like the game is gonna be absolute blast.
I'm with Takumi on this one. You'll find me playing the game over my dead body. This Invader Hunt is just a culprit trying to trick us into believing it'll be fun. It's clearly stated on the blackboard that this is a killing game. The recording said it as much too. I'll follow Takumi's lead as well. It's against my artistic principles to kill for entertainment.
Unless it doesn't make any sense anyway.
Sponsor said not in the killing.
Sponsor said those not in the killing game will be eliminated. But we'll just get eliminated sooner or later if we join. That'll be stupid. If no one has to die if we win, right? Right? Darumi, are you listening to yourself? Huh? You're taking this I love killing game persona a little too far, aren't you? I'm saying what I really think.
Rumi's pigtails swayed as she vigorously shook her head in denial. There was definitely some uncertainty in her eyes. What about you, Hiroko? You haven't said anything. Either choice is fine with me.
What do you mean?
I'm not interested in this game at all. I am, however, interested in finding out the sponsor's identity. They'll make their move eventually, whether we join this silly game or not. That's when we'll swoop in and bring that sicko down, right? That's more or less what I was thinking. Then we have our answer. Yeah, we're not joining the Invader Hunt. Darumi, you don't mind, do you?
I don't mind. But it's not like I can play a killing game by myself. Fine. Fine, I'll go with the majority.
After that, we decided to stay together until the stipulated time. We didn't know what might happen. There always was a possibility that the sponsor was actually one of us. Staying together meant we could prevent the sponsor from trying anything. I didn't tell anyone about that second reason, though. They all seemed convinced the sponsor was an outsider who had infiltrated the school. Well, they were acting like they were that, though. The sky turned dark while we were... The sky turned dark as we whirled our time away. Finally, it was 7 p.m. The time mentioned on the voice recorder. That was when I threw the door to the leader lounge open. Not because I wanted to join the game, of course. I was there to declare as team leader that none of us would be joining. Everyone else stood outside just in case. Turning around, I could see the others peering through the door. It was slightly ajar. There was nobody inside the room, not even a faint presence. After looking around, I lifted my head to the ceiling and shouted, "Hey, are you there? Can you see me? I'm here to tell you none of us will be joining your stupid invader hunt." No response at all. Have it your way. That's all I wanted to say. Have a bad night. After I called farewell, I turned and stepped out of the leader lounge.
Have I? You really said it? After the sponsor said they'd kill us if we refused to play. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Will we be okay? Kaku got killed last time we did this.
But that killer fled and went outside the wall of fire, right?
Most likely, yeah. That's why the sponsor this game probably isn't one of us. Kako even said this morning that the handwriting was different this time. I can't completely be sure, but they used spray paint.
If the sponsor wasn't the one who killed Gaku, there's also the possibility the entire thing was a prank.
So we need not be unnecessarily shaken.
That's if the sponsor wasn't the killer. The truth as a matter remains to be seen.
Everybody fell momentarily silent after that. Question, what's the plan for tonight? Plan? Our sleeping arrangements. Where should we all spend the night? I'll definitely be sleeping in my dear sister's room.
I'll stay with Takamaru.
No way.
What?
You don't trust Takumi, even after he saved my life. You and me are through, man.
But the Sakuma twins aside, why don't we sleep in our own rooms like normal? Just lock the door and you'll be fine.
I agree. There are 13 people here. Making everyone sleep in pairs would leave one person out. All right, but why not that one person stay with one of the other pairs? We should avoid having 3 people in one room. It's too risky. Risky? Why? Not again. The team has already discussed this to death. I'm not about to repeat myself. Despite her complaint, Yuriko carefully explained to those from the other academy why we decided to have 3 people in a room was a bad idea. That does make sense.
Should I go back to our own rooms then? You just triggered the mother of all death flags and you don't even know it. Anything to spice it up around here.
That decided, we all returned to our rooms to sleep after dinner. Ima insisted on sleeping in Kako's room. Nobody protested on that point.